As a brand matures, there's an opportunity to do things that you previously couldn't do, and that usually comes down to financial wherewithal. Back in 2010 at our conference on the Gold Coast, it was the second year running where we'd had a phone call just prior to the event where one of our franchisees had identified he couldn't come to the event because he'd just been diagnosed with prostate cancer. Knowing that that was common for the age group that we represented here at Hubby, and looking at how our individual efforts were being used around some sort of charitable activity, we thought it was time to come together as a national group. And because the prostate cancer issue was so prevalent, we saw that there was no better way for us to really come together and support something that could affect us, and we could have a positive effect on many, many other people out there in the wider community. Through some conversation with some expert marketing teams, we came up with a cause marketing campaign, which essentially was designed to drive awareness on the need to get tested if you're in that at-risk age group, which for most people is over the age of 50, or if there's a history of it in your family, over the age of 40. We came up with a concept of providing $1 for each invoice would be donated towards this campaign, and we set up a thing we called the Man Van, which was designed to travel to locations where there was a predominance of males who were probably less likely to be educated around the need to get tested, and our goal was to get out there and just create some awareness around the benefits of doing it. It's been extremely well received out through the different parts of the community that I've travelled to and been associated with the fundraising activities. People coming up to you and saying, my father went through this, my brother's going through this. I really appreciate the effort you're taking to drive awareness around such an important issue, because guys are stubborn people. They won't necessarily go to doctors, and we just saw that when it was affecting our own and the ongoing benefits it could have to the wider society, that it'd be a really good thing for us to support. We learned through that process that there is a significant increase in diagnosis of mental health issues after people are diagnosed, and this is more particularly relevant in areas of regional types. So because we are a national business and we do have guys that are out there by themselves, we've seen some of our guys go through different sorts of mental health issues. And the next thing for us we saw was just making sure our guys were okay. So the National Are You OK Day, for the first time in 2018, we brought all of our cell groups around the country together on that day just to check in on the guys. And we think, based on the feedback from our franchisees, the effort we've gone to there just to make sure we are on top of those key issues, and your mental health is amongst the most important things, we're certainly going down the right path.